I'm here because I am a roaring lion crying out righteousness. Someone tagged me with a video of a blogger, I don't know, a videographer, a blogger rather, and I never heard this person before. It was about this black woman, and she was going off on black people. I said, Lord have mercy. And so I plugged it, and I'm going to let you listen to it. And this is what this woman has. She's a Hamite woman, a black woman, and she's telling the truth. So, Mr. Engineer, if you have that video, bring it up, please.
All right, y'all. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, whenever you're tuning in. I'm grateful to have you here. And we got a doozy today because this woman just went off in all the best ways possible and destroyed the leftist narrative, absolutely eviscerated it. So I had to share this one. I'll give my 1 cent and some thoughts after the video finishes rolling. Let's get it popping.
The Democratic Party, they promote black women. Particularly if she's a lesbian.
Yes.
They promote black women who are not even qualified. We have seen with the diversity, equity, and inclusion, which is really racism, which is really saying, well, black people just, darn it, they're not smart enough, so we have to give them handouts.
Exactly.
And you're pushing black women who are not qualified. Dr. Claudine Gay of Harvard.
Yes.
Now the head of diversity at Harvard is also accused, if I have it correctly, of plagiarism. And we'll get to Fannie Willis, who was elected as a DA in Fulton County, Georgia, primarily because she's black, in my opinion. And we've seen case after case. But the black man, where is he? That's done deliberately. And it started really in the 60s, where the Democrats pushed policy, right, that said to women, particularly black women, you don't need a man in the home. We'll give you more money if you're single. And I grew up in the 70s, and I saw the effects. I saw it in the 80s, the broken home. Now it's more dysfunctional home, where you have some women with 8 children by 5 different fathers.
Exactly.
They don't know who their fathers are, in and out. It has almost destroyed the black community. But they're doing it in a different way now. They're promoting black women and want black men to be down here. And I think black men sense that. And they know that Trump relates to them. They relate to Trump very well. The evil
He's a foot
Barack
soldier.
Obama.
Barack Obama is a foot soldier.
Oh, yeah, for the globalists.
Elite.
Oh, absolutely.
Globalists.
Barack Obama was a plant.
Yes.
He was. And now they want to put Michelle.
Barack Obama was, a plant.
Definitely.
He did nothing for the black community.
Nobody even knows who he is.
Did he ever come back to Chicago with as much crime to talk to young black men?
No.
He doesn't give a damn.
He doesn't. He doesn't.
Barack Obama is a curse on this nation. So is Joe Biden.
I think it's the black. Yes.
We provided the money for his Marxist socialist programs, pushing abortion in Africa and other things. He didn't care about us.
No.
He didn't care. That gave rise to Trump, because Trump actually listened to us. He actually cares. Many of us, it was bad. At least Bill Clinton BS and said, I feel your pain. But at least he said it. Barack Obama didn't give a damn. He should have never been elected. Before he was elected in 2000, he got elected in 2008, my mother sent, may God rest her soul, letters to black churches, warning them about Barack Obama, saying he was so ungodly. I said, Mom, that's harsh. She wrote it anyway. That's right. And everything my mother said, may God rest her soul, was right. He hates this country, but he wants to live off the fat of the land.
And he is.
Like the founders of Black Lives Matter, they don't give a damn about black people. No. They didn't have to spend one dime to help build a black business. But these lesbians, they bought homes in predominantly white neighborhoods.
Yes.
See, they say they hate capitalism, but they love to use us and live off of capitalism while they spout an anti-God, anti-America rhetoric.
So right. They got you in a
Black community. They put us in danger. No, not all black people are drug dealers or this or that, but you're harming the average black who lives in an area that is high crime. When you talk about defund the police, and we saw the other day in New York City, where you have illegals beating up NYPD officers. That went viral. But under Trump, something like that would have been dealt with immediately. He would have spoken out immediately. Alvin Bragg, from what I understand, helped them to get out.
No bail.
No.
Yeah.
They got their
No bail.
No bail.
There is a concern among Democrats that the vote for Trump is hardening within the black community. It's solidifying. It's not just a passing fancy. And I think Democrats, both black and white, liberals, they're panicking. Some of the reasons why blacks, particularly black men, are drawn to Trump is that he puts America first. He puts Americans first. We see that Joe Biden and his administration, they're now in this battle with the state of Texas to cut down the barbed wire. We, ladies and gentlemen, have essentially an invasion of our country going on.
Agreed.
Black people are waking up. All you have to do, I would recommend, if you want verification, go on YouTube. Black residents in Chicago. Type in Chicago, black people, immigrants. They are fed up. Black people are now feeling the effects. Yeah. You know, when these liberal mayors, we want to be a sanctuary city, New York, LA, even Newark, New Jersey. We want to be a sanctuary city. But you see, they don't put the illegals where Nancy Pelosi lives, where the elite live. They put them with us. And I'm not anti-anything, but it must be done correctly and fairly. I mean, the hypocrisy of these leftists and liberals is stunning.
I was fascinated by that. Obviously, as you know, what she is speaking about, I have spoken about from the rafters about Obama, about black people, about the hypocrisy, and about one of the things I'm now beginning to deal with more in depth is that these liberals, these woke people, these Democrats, these ultra-left people are pushing homosexual men and women out in front on television as newscasters, as professors at universities, as athletes like LeBron James, or rock stars like homosexual Gay-Z or Jay-Z and Puff Daddy. They're pushing all these people out as politicians and black mayors, and black people's lives are exponentially, to use a fancy word, far worse than they have ever been as a result of this blackness. And then, of course, obviously, you heard me year after year. Obama's a Mac Daddy. Obama's a long-legged Mac Daddy. Obama pimped black women and white women. Obama ain't black. You heard it. Now, we hear others are saying it. And trust me, this woman is saying it, but there are a whole lot of people that voted for Obama that worshiped him back in those early days of 2008, 9, and 10, who also know he didn't do anything at all for black. In fact, he demonstrated a hatred for black people. And as she said, pushing abortion and homosexuality in Africa. Obama goes over there and pushes black women to have abortion and black men to become homos in Africa. They kicked him out, Obama. At any rate, at least I feel a bit vindicated, as you very well know, to hear what she's saying. How many others are going to step forward? But I do have some disappointing news. One is that it isn't going to change anything. Because the woke people, the liberal Democrats, if you will, the ultra-left liberals, and the critical race theories and all, they've all got us sold up. The George Soros money is pouring in to these freaky black women who are lesbian, like Black Lives Matter. These freaky black men like Claude Gay and Van Jones and Don Lemon. The billions of dollars are being poured into those people to keep them out front. Then you got the media ministry, you got the television ministry, you got the Oprah Winfrey crowd. You know, you got all that crowd out there, and the money's flowing in, the publicity, the newspapers, they're all, so it's kind of hard to get a person like myself. You know, I watch all these people talking about diversity and equality. Why don't they have a person such as this woman on television? Why don't they have her on CNN? I'm going to do a piece on Joy Reid. I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to do it today. But why don't they have this woman on television? Why can't she be a part of the discussion? You know, and have you ever heard anybody black say on national television, cable television, ABC, CBS, CNN, talk about Obama the way this woman was spilling the truth on Obama? Have you ever? And you never will. They're not going to let you do it. Now, they'll let you talk about Trump if you're black. But this truth, and everybody knows this woman speaking, well, why is it? No, see, George Soros, the globalists, the elitists, they control what goes same way. Listen, I'm telling you, Facebook and YouTube, they control my algorithm. They only let me go to so many people, and they ain't gonna let me go no further. But this woman need to be on CNN. She need to be on some of those debate shows. She need to be on some of these talk shows, but they ain't gonna let her. You know, Obama was a fraud from way back when, never did anything to help black people, never intended to. But they ain't gonna let that get spoken. Well, why not? Why not? You let everything else get spoken.